Sylvester Stallone's wife gives controversial theory to why a number of Hollywood children are trans. The comments have been slammed by many. Jennifer Stallone has provided a controversial theory regarding the alleged increasing number of transgender children in Hollywood. Sylvester Stallone's wife claimed in a recent interview that more children of Hollywood stars are trans, with the 57-year-old bizarrely putting that down to parenting styles. The likes of Robert De Niro, Gabrielle Union, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Cher have all supported their children's identities in recent years. Stallone has offered her view on this, with many criticizing her latest comments. Katie Miller, host of the Katie Miller podcast, asked Stallone, "Why do you think it is that so many kids in Hollywood now and kids of, celebrity parents are transgender? Is there something in the water in Hollywood?" As per an excerpt obtained by Fox News Digital, Stallone responded, "I just think Hollywood is, it's all about expression. So, however you want to express yourself. If you feel like a cat today, you're a cat. And it's so loosey-goosey. I don't think that we're really understanding that these kids are not our accessories. They're little human beings that need structure, and structure is really important for them because it helps their brain organize everything." Stallone added, "I think growing up in a Hollywood home, there's really no structure because you have this thing going, and you've got private planes. And you've got all these giant homes with chefs and secretaries and assistants and, housekeepers and nannies. And there's just too much of everything. It gets really confusing for little person. And it's okay what you decide to be as an adult, but raise them just with good common sense. I mean, my daughters were tomboys. They preferred to wear pants than dresses, and they loved sports. But I never said, 'Oh, you're a boy now.' I just said, 'You love to play sports. You love to hang out with boys. That's awesome.'" Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies Professor Jules Gill-Peterson finds the belief that transgender children are something of a new phenomenon laughable. "What I uncovered in the research is that children and youth have been finding access to trans medicine and transition as long as there has been medical transition, as far back as the 1930s and 40s, she previously told The Guardian. But even prior to that, children certainly lived trans lives where they would socially transition in childhood. I found evidence in the U.S. that families and communities would accept children as a different gender than the one they were assigned at birth, let them go to school, use the correct bathroom, all of the things that are being fought over now. We can see that 70 or 80 years ago, we were actually in a more progressive place in some areas.